I fucks with the starship, I fucks with the cockpit pressure. Baby, it's the flight boss, bitch. Baby, it's the flight boss, bitch. Me and your girl is getting high all night. She said she only wanna ride that flight. Yeah, we be all up in the sky like kites. Please don't fuck with me, you will die tonight. Now your body done got some hoes. Now your body ain't got a soul. Somebody that had to go. Now your body is always cold. Now somebody gon' be a clone. Energy can't be destroyed. It can only be recycled and then exposed. Nobody don't got these flows. The little Parliament created it. This world is full of clones. And the little Parliament invading it. I might be with your hoe. We on the kid's bed and breaking it. Trust me, you wouldn't know if that was for the human race who's saving it. Goddamn Uriel, you know I ain't scared of shit. Goddamn Uriel, no Autolimarian. Fly boss, you know I'm never landing shit. Fly boss, you know out of Atlantia. RJ had sex and I ain't stopped the shit. Then I created some Anunnaki shit. I was supposed to come to Earth to intervene, but that yeah energy got me in between. She fucks with the starship. I fucks with the cockpit, bitch. Baby, it's the flight boss, bitch. Baby, it's the flight boss, bitch. I fucks with the starship, bitch. I fucks with the cockpit, bitch. Baby, it's the flight boss, bitch. Baby, it's the flight boss, bitch. And for generals and weddings. We gonna waste some more motherfucking time in this motherfucker. But let's check this out. This motherfucker. We gonna talk about some shit real quick so you can know how you understand a spiritual connection in this motherfucker. Or if you just been lost in the motherfucking sauce because you in La La Land and you been forcing issues. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to make sure nobody in the soul group is forcing issues. You want to make sure you in a circumstance in a situation. Cause look, it takes two or more. You see what I'm saying? You can't be in no energy or no formation by your motherfucking self. So before you get lost into some spiritual energy in some way, shape, or form, and then you create some type of cloud, and then you put a person, place, or thing in that cloud, you might get lost in that cloud. There can't no voices come to you out loud, because you're going to be in that motherfucking darkness. Then you really going to need some demons, aka fight fire with fire to get the fuck out of that circumstance you didn't put yourself into. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to understand also. Because you will jump into that victim and place some blame on other motherfuckers, and ain't nobody tell you to think and feel that way. Ain't nobody tell you to think and feel that way, motherfucker. And you'll fuck around and get spiritually damaged by you being on a spiritual journey, not knowing who the fuck to mix and mingle your motherfucking energy with in some way, shape, or form. So that's what this video gonna be all about in this motherfucker, because we got a whole list of nine lists. You know what I'm saying? List of 9 motherfucking things you need to pay attention to if you connected with a motherfucker or not. So if you sitting back trying to wonder is you connected with a motherfucker or not, and you gotta sit back and ponder and sit and wander and be a wandering star, aka your thoughts and feelings be all over in the esoteric realm, and you gotta fly all over in La La Land in some way, shape, or form, aka understand a motherfucker. This put you into a motherfucking situation where, goddamn it, you might have to take several fucking esoteric seats. You know what I'm saying? Not even no auditorium seats, not no movie theater seat. Actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see who's trying to go see Mortal Kombat with me in this motherfucker. I ain't trying to go by myself. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? No motherfucking movie theater seats in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No school auditorium seats in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? None of that motherfucker. Some esoteric seats. That's some whole different shit. Where it might play out in the third dimension that you might have to go sit your ass in a motherfucking dark closet away from everybody. Nobody need to see you for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you gonna have to take some esoteric seats in this motherfucker. Shit I'm saying. But other than that, getting into this motherfucking spiritual connection and things and dibbling dabbling, and you motherfucker gotta sit around and understand the motherfucker and things of that nature. That's when you know there's no connection, because when there's forms of connection, there's form of understanding, aka being up under, standing up under someone else's virtues and principles. And if you got a sense of connection, that firmament that y'all convinced about as far as thoughts and feelings that y'all share as far as morals and shit like that, if y'all connected, then y'all gonna be up under one roofing.
Now, if you put yourself into a situation where you start to feel like you have to overly understand someone and things of that nature, and things may not be participating in the way that you had an outlook in some way, shape, or form, then you may need to understand that y'all may not be connected because y'all not up under one roof in some way, shape, or form. And when a motherfucker puts you in a situation to make you feel like you have to overstand, aka overstand, stop standing up under something so you can start to see the outcome from an outside looking in type of circumstance. And you need to know that y'all wasn't necessarily in the same building in the first place. Y'all wasn't necessarily up under the same house and the roofing in the motherfucking first place. So your motherfucker ass was just sharing a house with someone who wanted another room somewhere, who wanted to rent another room somewhere. They wanted other motherfuckers in that room. You know what I'm saying? They wanted other motherfuckers to help them with that motherfucking bill. And then your motherfucking ass thought y'all was connected because y'all was sharing the bill, not knowing that you got somebody secretly taking their check, saving certain income to go get a motherfucking another bill somewhere motherfucking else that you ain't got nothing to fucking deal with. And motherfucker, you gonna be sitting around thinking that you was connected with an individual on some spiritual motherfucking shit, not knowing that you was just lost in the sauce and now you spiritually damaged. And we ain't doing that in the motherfucking soul group. You better motherfucking believe that. So we're gonna get all in that motherfucking shit. But like I said right now, here, and this is another thing what you need to motherfucker understand when it comes to motherfucker connecting with them. I shout out Impossible this motherfucker. Shout out to Beloved L. So let me just shout out to this motherfucker. What I'm doing because I ain't been live in a minute. This motherfucker. I'm kind of tweaking. I was outdated a little bit doing mad natal readings and shit like that. But goddamn it, I feel good to get back on live in this motherfucker. Even though it ain't the main page, it don't motherfucking matter, goddamn it, because we still in the spiritual spirits. We don't never let down the spiritual realm. That's one thing about us. We don't let down the spiritual realm. No matter how things look, no matter how things is in the third dimensional realm and all this weak ass shit, we don't let the spiritual realm down. You know what I'm saying? We don't let the spirit in the spiritual realm and all the spirits that want us into the rainbow waters where the motherfucking gold at the end of the rainbow and shit like that. We don't want them looking at us like, look, they spirit going down. Look, they space going down. Look, it's getting sucked in that light. Look, it's sucking in that light. Look, it's getting sucked in that light. Before you know it, you lost to them. They don't like spirits like that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't let the spirit realm down. Every time we come in, no matter how the external world look, we still uplifted spiritually in some way, shape, or form. Even if we in a negative situation right now, we got a spiritual outlook about that. You know what I'm saying? We going through some negative shit right now. Ain't shit gonna happen to us. If anything, any evil or enemy dwell and come around us, motherfucker, it's on them. Something gonna happen to them. We even on positive energy and negative energy. It don't matter. No way, shape, and form. We don't let the spirit ram down. You better believe that. You better believe that. Don't get lost in what you think is happy and positive and negative and sad. Motherfucker, that ain't got shit to do with nothing. You use all these motherfuckers as bitches. But at the end of the day, you make sure you in your spiritual energy. You in your God or goddess energy in this motherfucker. And regardless of how you got to come down here, you doing it because of your spiritual natures. AKA, you doing it God way. And no weapon formed against you will be able to prosper in this motherfucker. You better motherfucker believe it. You better motherfucker believe it. You gotta be spiritually hard out here. You can't be in none of this wrapped up in none of this motherfucker esoteric tacos. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that even takes me into to the point of understanding black holes in your chart. See, you know, I'm Archangel Uriel. You know us as a soul group. We create this whole thing. We created astrology and all that shit. So when we choose to bring something new, we gonna bring something new. But we don't, look, we got gifts. We ain't got talent. Anytime you got a gift, it's something that comes across easy. Anytime it's a talent, it's all hard and stressful to come across. So, you know, our knowledge is easy to understand. So for the most part, and it's new. It ain't new, then it takes a long time and 2,000 years of going to college to understand. We bring some new shit, but it's understanding because we see it in life every day. AKA, I'm bringing black holes in your motherfucking chart. What is a motherfucking black hole in your motherfucking astrological chart? A black hole is when you lack an element or you lack planets in a motherfucking house. So for the most part, that creates a black hole. You're sucked into that area and you're forced to develop your own thoughts and feelings about that area without no form of example or without no form of assistance in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of people get overwhelmed and a lot of people can take that as their spiritual path. But a lot of times, that's when you got a black hole in your motherfucking chart. So if you got, say you got a chart, right? And say you ain't got no air in that motherfucking chart. You got a motherfucking black hole. Let's say you ain't got no earth in your chart. You got a motherfucking black hole. Let's say you ain't got no motherfucking fire in your chart. You got a motherfucking black hole. Let's say you ain't got no water in your chart. You got a motherfucking black hole. Let's say you ain't got no planets in the first house. You got a black hole in the first house. Let's say you ain't got no planets in the second house. You got a black hole in that motherfucker. AKA, you're drawn into that energy because you lack stability. You lack awareness. You lack development. You're a spiritual child in that place. AKA, you have no familiar chakras there. You have no planets in that house, nor do you have any planets in that actual element or that energy if you lack in the element. air, water, fire, or earth. So for the most part, that creates a black hole energy where you're forced to use all the shit that you do got to focus on shit that you don't get. And based upon a spiritual level, on a speculative level, we're always trying to search for fulfillment. You can't say I'm telling you a lie when I say that. So for the most part, we are in search for fulfillment. So anytime you lack fulfillment, you're going to be in search for that. So when we talk about it from an astrological point of view, speculative, now operative, right? Anything that you lack within your chart play out as something that you gravitate towards and get sucked in because you have little to no motherfucking experience in that energy. And then therefore you're in this lifetime to develop that shit on your own, in your God or goddess energy or North Node energy, or getting comfortable with uncomfortability. And if you're spiritually weak, you're going to go through a whole motherfucking whirlwind of turmoil. You better believe it. You better motherfucking believe it in this motherfucker. So keep that in motherfucking mind. So we bringing that science. Can't find it on Google. Can't find it on Yahoo. Can't find it on Bing. Can't find it on none of that shit. You only can find it on here. The Soul Group. And Archangel Uriel. That's it. Just us. You know what I'm saying? We got all that knowledge and shit. We're going to be making all these books, publishing it. 10, 20 names on the authorization. All of us getting paid. All that fucking shit. You better believe it. Because I don't want a damn thing in my name. You better believe that shit. You better motherfucker believe that shit. Other than that, like I said, getting into circumstances and situations, motherfucker, knowing how you could connect with somebody or not knowing how you can, but knowing if you connected with somebody or not, because your ass could be in la la land where you're trying to force the issue. Look, same homeboy. Oh, where you go? Oh, he gonna jump down. He jumped down. Same homeboy though. He here every day, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He jumped down though. If he jumped back up there, he had something in his hand. He was getting ready to smash. Little squirrel from the Soul Group. You know what I'm saying? It's a squirrel looking for a nut. You better believe it. Other than that, like I said, right? Knowing how you spiritually connected with somebody, some monkey ass motherfucker or not in this motherfucker, your ass go out to sit back and observe, because your monkey ass might be sitting back and trying to force a circumstance or situation, and then you're trying to force something with an individual or a group of individuals that you're not necessarily connected with, and then that's going to lead into motherfucker whole bunch of feeling disconnected, whole bunch of feeling alienated, whole bunch of regret, whole bunch of chips on your shoulders, whole bunch of guilt energy, whole bunch of feeling like you made the wrong motherfucker, motherfucking mistake. Goddamn, I was looking for a word, but I found it. Looking for the wrong motherfucking mistake. Why the fuck this car keep driving? But like I said, you got to keep that in motherfucking mind. This puts you into a circumstance or a situation where if your ass is not understanding forms of connection from a spiritual level, your ass is going to be wasting time where you got the plug, but there's no socket for that plug to go into. And therefore, there's no charge. Because if there's no socket for that plug to go into, there's no charge. There's no electricity, so there's no life happening. And if there's no life happening, aka there's no accumulation, there's nothing coming from that. There's nothing that could come out of that connection. And aka you need to motherfucker let that go and go somewhere where you can find a motherfucker esoteric socket. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, like I said, stop trying to understand motherfuckers. Because anytime you're in a circumstance or situation where you have to understand a motherfucker, that is not somebody you're connected with. Because someone you connected with, you already understand them. You see what I'm saying? So anytime you have to force yourself, and check this out, like I said, stop trying to understand motherfuckers, because people, and I wrote this down. Let me go ahead because I get deep with the spiritual shit. You feel me? Anytime you got a motherfucker, anytime a person put you in a situation where here's the thing, right? People who have to force yourself to understand are the people who think too much about nothing. So keep that in mind also. Like I said, these are people you're not connected with because you already understand where the fuck they coming from and things of that nature, right? Right? Now, if you're around individuals where you're trying to force the issue, like, yeah, this my motherfucker, this, that, and the third. Oh, yeah, this my motherfucking nigga. Or this my motherfucking bitch. Or I'm connected with this person. This my favorite family member. Or this, that. Before you get lost into all that drunk ass auntie shit, right? You'll get placed into a situation where you need to understand that anytime you get placed into a situation where you have to understand their motives, certain times, like at certain times, y'all on certain agreeable wavelengths. But then based upon the distance and the energy that you guys have mentally and emotionally, you start to see them participate in actions that you don't even understand in some way, shape, or form. So if you keep getting placed into a situation where you're not understanding individuals that you think you should understand, this is what you need to know, that on a spiritual level, these are not individuals that you actually connected to. These situations was based upon forced scenarios, aka whether you was the individual that forced it or the other individual or the other group of individuals forced it in some way, shape, or form. And based upon what was forced, A lot of baggage was brought in. What was forced? Either a person tried to force their way to be a certain way, or whether another individual tried to limit their energies and harness a lot of their energies to be perceived a certain way. Whatever circumstances, situations, and loopity-loop-loop-loops a motherfucker had to go through, aka you're not being comfortable around this individual. If you even had to go through that mentally, aka y'all not connected because y'all doing too many things to connect. That's like a plug going into a socket, but then the plug got to go through somebody's socks. Then once the socks get moved out of the way, got to go through all this motherfucking trash. Once somebody clean up, then it got to go through all the dust and spider webs, and they're like, goddamn, when can you just put the motherfucking plug into the goddamn socket? You see what I'm saying? When can the motherfucking connection? So that's when you motherfucking know off the bat, goddamn, it ain't no form of connection. If you got to go through all fucking grave lists and motherfucking fire hula hoops at the fucking circus while the shadow government looking at you like the Olympians and shit like that for your monkey ass to motherfucker achieve something. You see what I'm saying? Now, like I said, start trying to understand people. People who have to force yourself to understand. People who have to force you to understand are just people who think too much about nothing. So you need to keep that in mind also. These are people who think too much about nothing, and they don't understand they don't even understand their own damn self. So that's what you need to understand too. People who force you to understand, try to force yourself to understand shit all the time. Like, for the most part, like, you can have a best friend, right? And you always tell this mother, let's say you in my shoes. Not my shoes, because I ain't talking personally, but this could be for any male. And you got a best friend, right? And he keep fucking with the wrong females in some way, shape, or form. Every time he go on that motherfucking street, he gets shot at. So he fucking with somebody's baby mama or something like that, but you can't tell him to stop. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature, right? Now, here's the motherfucking thing, right? Let's say every time you motherfucking tell this person, right? This person kind of give you the understanding, like, yeah, I understand this, that, and the third, or whatever like that. But every now and then, you see them still going over there, and you see them still getting shot at in some way, shape, or form, right? And then they got the nerve to come ask you in some way, shape, or form that they need you because you got straps or some way, shape, or form. Or they need you because they need help fighting or some way, shape. This is what you need to motherfucker understand. This ain't a motherfucker you connected with. This is a forced issue. This is a forced issue. Both of y'all had some type of common interest, and one individual wanted to be around the other individual, so they started to correlate themselves in certain ways to think that it was a form of connection. When down the motherfucking line, y'all motherfucker, look, you can't understand this motherfucker. It don't matter what the fuck you do. You don't matter what the fuck you say. This motherfucker still gonna do some dumbass shit to go on that motherfucking street and get shot at. So you don't have to waste your time every motherfucking day trying to understand why they think like that. See what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do that. Your monkey ass could go somewhere and just motherfucking separate your monkey ass and understand that you just ain't connected with that motherfucker the way you thought you fucking was, and you trying to force it. AKA you somewhere on your own trying to understand why this person is acting the way they acting and moving the way that they're moving. And when you can never come to an understanding, that lets you know how much time you wasted. I can see if it's 1 or 2 or 3 times. If it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 motherfucking times, goddamn it, when are you gonna come to the conclusion that y'all motherfucking disconnected and somewhere in the esoteric realm? And all those situations you're trying to go through to try to understand why it's this way, this, that, and the third, that's all the shit you're going through as an example and the analogy I made. First, the plug got to go through the socks. Then the plug got to go through all the spider webs. Then the plug got to go through all the trash. And motherfucker, what the fuck, why we just can't, why the fuck I got to keep telling you this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of celebrities go through this every motherfucking day where they sign artists and shit like that because it's the motherfucking next door neighbor or they best friend that they grew up with and shit like that. But the motherfucker don't take the responsibility the way that they're supposed to take the responsibility and shit like that, to the point that you had to go through all that just to realize that, hey, that motherfucker ain't somebody you're supposed to be connecting with. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing but make you broke. That motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing but make you feel guilty about something that they're doing in their own motherfucking life in some way, shape, or form. So like I said, right? People who are, and this is the thing, people who always put you in misunderstanding energy and things of that nature, where you got to sit back and think, why keep doing, like a lot of y'all females go through this shit like that, right? You have a best friend or some shit like that. She act like she don't like dude and things of that nature, right? And this be the homeboy you like, and you didn't consoling your friend, like, look, this is the reason why I don't come at him like that. This is the reason why I just move like this, that, and like, so she know all your insecurities and all that motherfucker shit just for her to go turn around and deal with him in some way, shape, or form. And then now you got to sit around and be like, damn, why she move like that? And then, but look, it be such a tricky situation. You can't get mad and act like this ain't your friend no more because of what you already expressed to her. You already expressed, oh yeah, I can't really talk to him because I'm still talking to him. Oh yeah, I can't really do that because that. Well, you didn't already tell her. So it's like you can't even get mad at the player. You gotta get mad at the game. But deep down inside, the player, the one made the game. So you still gotta sit back and look like, look at this bitch. I can't really trust her. The next time I ain't taking my man around. You know what I'm saying? You get into all those vibrations. To the point that you got to understand, just by even thinking like that, goddamn it, this ain't somebody you're supposed to be connected with. That ain't really your friend like that. You really with the enemy right now. Keep your enemies closer. You know what I'm saying? That's where that saying came from. Y'all females go through that way more than man. I'm a male, so I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I see it every day. I live in the hood. A lot of y'all females that be clicking up that y'all best friends be really y'all worst enemies. And then when y'all be clicked together and claim y'all be having worst enemies, these be the chicks that slowly become certain chicks in a group, y'all friends, and all y'all be having internal hate now and shit like that. I be like, what the fuck do y'all be doing, girls? What do y'all be? Oh, y'all do not be into spirituality. Now where I'm at, the hood. Not no damn hoods. But we changing that right now. You better believe that shit. We changing all that shit right now. You better motherfucker believe that shit. But like I said, right? Getting into the motherfucking circumstances and shit. That's why a lot of females that got a lot of masculine energy, they come to the circumstances, they be like, man, I don't even need a lot of female friends and shit like that. Cause I already know what it's headed for. That's you utilizing a lot of your left brain. You probably got a lot of air and earth in your chart too. You know what I'm saying? So you probably already grew up saying, oh yeah, I was around my brothers all the time. Oh yeah, I love my dad. I used to fight and smack my mom upside the head all the time. Oh, my dad and shit. Like, you probably already talking like that. You got a lot of air and earth in your chart. You better believe it. Water and fire is something different. That's something else. Like I said, air and earth though, y'all be also that's that a person who got a lot of air and earth. That's a female. Probably wrote that saying in the Bible. Motherfucker, mothers and daughters turns against each other and shit. Real shit. You better believe it. That shit don't play. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, this motherfucker shit, ooh shit. Like I said, stop trying to understand motherfuckers, because people who force you to try to make them who force you to always be in a position where you got to understand this person moves. Look, these people don't understand their goddamn self. And 9 times out of 10, these are individuals who think too much about nothing. So they don't even understand their goddamn self. So what energy you think you gonna receive when you're around them? A whole bunch of motherfucking energy of motherfucking not understanding, because they don't even understand their goddamn stuff. Think about when you meditating and manifesting a whole lot of energy of clairvoyant and you can see things clearly. Now think about when you're around somebody who never understands something and they always overthinking they goddamn self. They're thinking about every situation and circumstance that they in. Part they don't even understand they goddamn self or why they keep having similar thoughts and feelings and shit like that. Think about what the fuck energy you about to get from them when you're around these motherfuckers. A whole bunch of not understanding, whole bunch of not knowing if you can trust or not, whole bunch of not knowing, like you about to be like, what the fuck is this goddamn shit? What's going on here? Shit that's not being expressed externally the way it's supposed to, even if it ain't verbally. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that just supposed to be expressed intentionally, and you could pick up a person who got faulty intentions. You know what I'm saying? A person who got faulty intentions is a motherfucker you around that you start picking up senses with your pilot senses that you don't understand what's going on. That's just a motherfucker who don't understand their goddamn self. You picking that shit up tenfold. You picking that shit up tenfold. You know what I'm saying? Be careful around these motherfuckers, because a motherfucker who don't understand their goddamn self, ain't no way you can understand your relationship with them. How you gonna understand a relationship you got with someone who don't even understand their goddamn self? The moment they start jumping into energies of understanding, your ass is motherfucker gonna be kicked to the goddamn curve. You better motherfucker believe it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever jump into nobody's life who lack energy of understanding their goddamn motherfucking self, especially on this motherfucking spiritual journey. We ain't got no motherfucking time for that goddamn shit. If you motherfucker spiritual, you motherfucker spiritual. If you still lost in any third dimensional circumstance and still attached in some way, you call it that. You see what I'm saying? But if you spiritual and you watch my channel in any way, shape, or form, you get the fuck away from people who still lost in this type of shit. This is 2021. This shit is 2021. It's enough videos out here. It's enough spirituality out here to understand every fucking thing. You can understand religion. You can understand the way your fucking brain works. You around any motherfucker right now that you got the second guessing all this motherfucking shit and you still don't understand, cut that shit the fuck off. That's a motherfucker going to hell or about to die with regrets. They about to be 60, 70, 80 years old with fucking regrets. Some shit they know they should have did now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. We ain't got no time for that shit. We in motherfucking 2020 motherfucking 1, aka in the same space we was at 2 fucking thousand years ago. There's too much shit out here. There's too much prosperity out here. Everybody fucking rich right now. This fucking stimulus check and shit like that. There's too many examples out here. Everybody to manifest. Y'all heard what the fuck I was talking about three to 4 years ago? Y'all remember what the fuck I was talking about 3 to 4 years ago? Yeah, we about to get the Scooby-Doo van, but even 4 or 6 years ago, and shit like that. Me saying I don't give a fuck about nothing in this world and shit, like, even on other channels that I forgot the password on. Video's still up there. Shit, man, I don't give a fuck about the shadow government or the third dimension or none of that shit. But if I gotta be Uriel and participate into all the demonic shit just to change the world for the world to see what we is, if I gotta jump into doing music and take it serious, if I gotta do all that, then that's what we go. Don't it seem like we manifested all that shit now? Let's not go 5 or 6 years ago. Let's take it 3 years ago, 2 to 3 to 4 years ago in this motherfucker. With all that shit we was saying, yeah, we're gonna get the mother. We're going to go motherfucker connect. We're going to get the Scooby-Doo van, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to do some soul group shit. I wasn't saying the term God way, but I was basically explaining the same shit. We're going to get the Sprinter. We're going to get the Scooby-Doo van. We're going to all connect. We're going to all travel. Ain't we fucking doing that shit now? Didn't we fucking manifest that fucking shit? Ain't no fucking time to be out here motherfucking playing no fucking games out here. Now, we seeing this shit live as in the fucking example. We can't out here, we can't make no more fucking excuses. No more motherfucking excuses. We out here living this motherfucking shit for real. Now, we can't say manifestation and we can't say this shit ain't real. If we seeing it live. You know what I'm saying? We can't say this shit ain't real. If we seeing it live. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, you can't say rituals and spells ain't real. If we seeing it live. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here. So ain't no more monkey ass motherfucking excuses in this motherfucking shit. You better motherfucker believe it. So ain't no more running. You get around motherfuckers that still got you second guessing, still got you that you don't know if they down or not. Motherfucker, you ain't down. You know how serious this shit going on right now? You ain't down. You cut that motherfucker off as fast as you motherfucker found these motherfuckers. You better believe it. You got any, listen, you part of my soul group. You got any dream or imagination or fantasy in your motherfucking head. If you got family members, friends around you that ain't down, they're on the wrong side of the energy. They playing for the wrong motherfucking team. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit, they playing for the wrong motherfucking team. You probably been making music. You probably been into spirituality. You probably been into astrology. You probably been into shit for years and been trying to reconvince the people that's around you and shit like that. Motherfucker, hold on, you ain't gotta do no more convincing. All you gotta do is convince me. We straight. We straight. You create people. Yeah, it's that type of shit. We in the whole ain't no more motherfucking excuses in this motherfucking shit. You get with your pack, and that's what the fuck we do right now. And this shit is real. You can't sit back and analyze and procrastinate and still think, oh, the future might be this way or the future way, but the future gonna come here, you gonna die. Right now, you live in a motherfucking current, and we seeing this shit live, an example, motherfucker being manifested live. You see what I'm saying? You better motherfucker believe it. Fuck that la la land motherfucker shit not fucking understanding. We understand everything. We got enough scientists and all this motherfucker shit in the motherfucking world to know what the fuck we got going on. So we still playing dumb, deaf, blind, sheep, and weak. Goddamn, we might as well bury our dick and pussy in the motherfucking dirt by ourselves and make ourselves die. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the universe do it. You might as well do it yourself. They're like, yeah, I picked that spot in the sand. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But like I said, right, we about to get into this motherfucking non-list of how you can know you are connected with a motherfucker. So you ain't got to be mistaken. Because I know we did a whole bunch of, about 28 to 30 minutes of rambling about how you know you can't be connected with a motherfucker and how it feels when you know you ain't really connected with a motherfucking shit like that. Now we finna break down, motherfucker, the list of how you know you can be connected. So you can't be rocked to sleep in any motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. This is how you get with your soul group. This is how you get with your partner. This is how you get with your soulmate. This is how you get with your twin flame. This is how you, all that motherfucker shit. If you don't see these signs, run. Run. Let these motherfuckers bury them dick and pussy in the dirt and die in hell. You run. You ain't trying to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to reincarnate. You ain't trying to wake up every day experiencing what the fuck you gonna do tomorrow, but you so motherfucking rooted in your neighborhood or your family and friends in some way, shape, or form that you justifying every day why it's okay. But every day, each and second motherfucking pass, you realize all the fucking mistakes you fucking made. We ain't got no motherfucking time for that goddamn shit no more. In 2021. You either take the right path, you either do the right fucking thing you know you're supposed to do spiritually, and like I said, it's North Node energy, right? Uncomfortability, Unfamiliarity. You either get comfortable with that motherfucker shit or bury your fucking dick and pussy in the fucking dirt and die. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you ain't gonna manifest nowhere you want to be, and everybody want to be somewhere. Esoterically speaking, you can't say, oh fuck it, I don't want to be nowhere. Well, fuck it, I ain't trying to manifest. Well, fuck it, I'm not trying to be seen. That's getting into demonic energy, because at the end of the day, a spirit want to transform and get to a space. All of us as spirits want to do that. So the moment you want to get to a space, but then you start utilizing the devil, the mind. Yeah, I want to do that, but I don't think I have to do this. Oh yeah, I want to do that, but I don't think I need to be a part of that. Oh yeah, I want to do this, but I don't think oh, that's the fucking demon. Look, God and goddesses be like this. Sit your ass right where you coming up with all those thoughts at. Right where your ass as a spirit coming up with all those thoughts and feelings at, you sit your ass right there. You ain't going nowhere where you imagining to be there to develop those thoughts and feelings. So you might as well start wasting your time developing thoughts and feelings about being in that space. Because you ain't getting there. That's how the gods and the goddess in the universe look at that motherfucking shit. You better believe it. As soon as they give you a vision or a thought that you might feel uncomfortable with, but you don't do, you procrastinate, and then you think you can change the world? You think you created everything? You think it wasn't teamwork makes the dream work? That's you jumping in your thoughts and feelings thinking you can change a scenario in your favor. Oh, yeah, but I don't want it this way, and I could just do it this way. All those thoughts, guys in the universe, you'll be like, okay, yeah, okay, sit your ass right where the fuck you at, too. As long as it's going to take for you to develop those thoughts, as long as you going to sit your ass there, too. And don't make no movement, motherfucker. You better believe it. Until you get frustrated and say the hell with all those thoughts and feelings you was lost in. Okay, now you one of us. Now you can ascend. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Other than that, stay your monkey ass in hell. And that's how they look at it. They don't want no weak ass spirits around them. They don't want no weak ass monkey ass spirits around them. You better motherfucker believe it. So if your ass participating in any monkey ass weak ass spirituality, you the first one that ain't going nowhere. You the first one that don't need to take your monkey ass up and try to tell nobody in your life, nobody in your friends, your associates, none of your co-workers about shit that got to do with spirituality. You sit your monkey ass down and motherfucker the esoteric spiritual streets. You better believe it. You don't make no motherfucking social media pages. Don't make no. Take your ass off the fucking grid of reality for a second, then gain some type of spirituality, then come back. Other than that, get your monkey ass out of the people in your life lives. You know what I'm saying? Really. Because you ain't doing nothing but making them look at you like they got to be responsible for you at some time. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like, oh, shit, I'm going to have to take this person and build my pines at one day. Oh, I'm going to have to get this person a straight jacket one day. Oh, I'm going to have to take care of this person the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people around you thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Get your spirit straight, motherfucker. You ass in La La Land somewhere think you on a spiritual path. You got motherfuckers around you like, oh, I don't know what this person gonna do tomorrow. Now, what if I died? What is this person gonna do if I died today? You don't want nobody around you thinking like that. You better believe it. You better believe it. So like I said, we're gonna get into this motherfucker. We got 9 lists. We got 9 programs, 9 virtues and principles to look out for, so you can know you really connected with somebody or not and shit like that. And here's the thing: we got to break this down. You could be forced into thinking you connected with someone based upon the spirit jumping in the body, playing out one of these attributes. But if the time don't stand, if the stability don't feel like it's structured, if that table that y'all built don't feel like the screws is tight enough, and it's loose, and tomorrow the motherfucking table can crash, that ain't a motherfucker you connected with. That's a motherfucker who had created a scenario to make you think, but they couldn't uphold that weight because it wasn't them. Now, like I said, right? First house in this motherfucker, right? Now, the first house in this motherfucker, I said first house. Yeah, don't let me say house. Rule number 1, virtue principle number 1 to look at in this motherfucker, right? It's not hard. Look, and this go to what the fuck we was breaking down. It's not hard for both of you to understand each other. So if you're around a motherfucker, it ain't hard for you to understand each other. Y'all already could overstand the circumstance that both of each other are under in some way, shape, or form. Then for the most part, that's a person you connected with. That's a person you connected with. You ain't got to do too much talking. It might be a person that your best friend, co-worker, associate, you ain't got problems of getting motherfucker cheated on. You ain't got problems of getting shot at that. You ain't got problems with somebody robbing you, robbing your check because the manager don't know how to calculate the schedules right and shit like that, right? You ain't got them problems, right? But yet you're able to understand why this person is in those problems and things of that nature. 9 times out of 10, y'all connected. This person is able to understand that how not to throw too much of that energy on you. When you may be in circumstances and situations where, you know, a person can understand where a person might not want to hear all that bullshit at the moment. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no friend around you, nobody you connected with can understand those moments also, then y'all ain't really connected. You got a vampire around you that can't wait to drink you dry for you to give all your emotions and thoughts to their circumstance in their life. And in the moment that you start to express something going wrong with you, they cut you the fuck off and say they got somewhere to fucking go. I gotta use the fucking bathroom real quick. Restroom. I'll be right back. Give me a few seconds in this motherfucker. Let's let y'all listen to some music real quick. Hold on. I got for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hold on, 2 seconds. Try to get y'all something that y'all ain't heard already. It's gonna be 2 seconds anyway, it don't matter. Get off this mixtape. 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 I gotta use the bathroom though. I'm not give a fuck for a second. I'm not giving a fuck for a second. Not give a fuck for a second. I've already heard this shit, but I used to Star Walker. Let's do it. Tell me what's cracking when you out, yeah. Okay, they say they was passing you all around, yeah. Okay, what shit else happened when you around, yeah. Okay, you got me like goddamn. 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 You got me fucked up. Goddamn, 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 you got me fucked up. Everything that you say, dog, is a lot of bull. Quit trying to take your life and make me responsible. Look, I ain't got nothing to do with anything of yours. So don't be calling my phone, nigga, when it ain't important. I'm only giving messages, that's what they hate. My name sing in a demon's mouth like it ain't. Yeah, so don't be saying it in vain. Okay, and I ain't saying it again. Flight boss, catch me flying through the sky. I can never trust your word, cause you be lying all the time. Got me in my feelings and they rising like the tide. Flight boss, bitch, please don't try to call my line. Here's why. Yeah, the tell me what's cracking when you in town. Yeah, okay, they say they was passing you all around. Yeah, okay, but shit always happen when you around. Yeah, okay, you got me like goddamn. 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 You got me fucked up. Goddamn, 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 you got me fucked up. Kinda made me feel guilty cause I fucked the enemy chill. Got me thinking where's homeboy that was paying your bill. I would've put your ass to work, but you're lazy as hell. I ain't gonna waste my time. I ain't gonna waste my time, yeah. Alright, but let's check this out. Like I said, right? Getting back into the motherfucking moves so you can know. You can know. You can know. You ain't got to second guess. You ain't got to overstand. You ain't got to try too hard to understand. The hell with all that understanding. Man, you know how many psychological videos you can type in on YouTube? All these fucking psychologists out here and shit like that. You mean to tell me you can't understand what somebody going through? Oh, hell with that. That's somebody creating confusion. Fuck that. Oh, fuck that. You got an esoteric vampire in your life. Shout out to Fit God as well. This motherfucker. He real shit. You might got an esoteric vampire in your life who just making things complicated that ain't even really complicated at all. It don't matter how much plans you make. It don't matter how many circumstances you make. It don't matter how comfortable you make the situation. God damn it, it's going to be a fucking problem. You got an esoteric vampire. How can it all be so simple? Real shit. Shout out to Fit God. She brought the Scorpio energy in here. So I don't know what made me think of a Drake lyric. But goddamn it, why can't it all be so fucking simple? Because it can. So if you got some monkey ass motherfucker around you making shit complicated and it's 2021, man, look, I swear on my motherfucking life, you could go on Google and type in what it means to be complicated. Lord have mercy. You mean to tell me you still around complicated people in 2021? No, listen, hold on, no, you can't be thinking like that. No, I refuse to believe that. Listen, you can get on YouTube and type in what it mean to be around complications, or what it mean to deal with pregnancy complications, or what it mean to be around a complicated motherfucker. Hey, you mean to tell me you still around some complicated? Listen, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. How you still around complicated ass motherfuckers and you can get on YouTube and figure out why you around complicated motherfuckers? Listen, that don't make no sense now. You ain't on your spiritual journey now. You ain't on your spiritual path like you say you is. You can't be, motherfucker. How you still around complicated ass motherfuckers and you can get on Google and type in what it means to be a complicated person? Listen, something ain't right. Your ass ain't on your spiritual path. So like I said, right, getting in the goddamn strike one. Now strike one to know with an individual is this, right? It's not hard for both of y'all motherfuckers to understand each other. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard for y'all motherfuckers to understand each other. You can know a motherfucker be a whole nother motherfucking country and you understand what the fuck going on with them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even have to say much. You already understand. Y'all connected in some way, shape, or form. 2. Strike 2 in this motherfucker to know how y'all connected in this motherfucker, right? You feel more comfortable expressing yourself around them than any other motherfucker, right? When you around them, you can just open up, feel vulnerable, and they don't feel like you doing nothing wrong. That's when you know you connected with a motherfucker in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? You can just open up your mind, open up your feelings and shit like that. Open up all your Adams and Eves, all your Solomon temples, all the spots they was in, all your chakras. Look, all your lights, you made them dim just for this person. So this person don't walk into your spaces with too many lights on so they get blinded with all your egos and what you want people to see you as, how you want to appear to be, your fucking spaceship. No. You let all that dim down, shine up, and let somebody into your space where just your spiritual space at. Your temple where all the walls is down. You don't care if they see the holes in your walls. You don't care if you got a little, you might be infested a little bit. You might got flies, or you might got esoteric roaches or some shit like that. You might got esoteric rats and shit like that. You don't care if they see those or anything. You just let a whole motherfucker into your spiritual space and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And what do that mean? Esoteric roach. That means sometimes behind closed doors you are rodent. You be infesting your thoughts onto other people's thoughts that you don't be belonging. AKA have your own fucking thoughts. Let's say an esoteric fly. You got gossip. If you got a whole bunch of flies in your esoteric house, down here in the third dimension, you into a lot of gossip. You like gossip a lot and being entertained by motherfucking gossip. You got motherfucking esoteric rats in your motherfucking shit. That means you like to tell every motherfucking new knowledge you got. You can't wait to express it to other people, even people who don't give a fuck about it and shit like that. You an esoteric rat. You be snitching on spirits sometimes that don't even like being snitched on. They be giving you certain hard ass visions just for you. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, your monkey ass go telling all kind of other spirits and bodies and shit like that. And they spiritual families, even if they in your blood, like their soul group family and shit like that, might got certain enemies towards you and them and shit like that. And here you go, up the plan, because your ass running your fucking mouth. Now you got no more courage. You got no more inspiration. You got no more passion for them goals. If you don't get your weak ass spirit somewhere to see, man, look, spiritual guys hate that shit. Gods and goddesses hate that shit. They give you a fucking vision. They give you something to do. You go do that shit. They hate weak ass spirits that come and bring that a little bit of it into the world through them. And then as soon as they get a little bit of negative reaction, a little bit of their own thoughts, what they think is negative from other people, because it ain't the reaction of how they see fit in their own head. For the most part, they'd be like, oh, this might not be the dream for me. And shit, man, spiritual gods and goddesses smack you all upside your fucking head. You better believe it. Your ass would be frustrated, like, man, why I do this? Why I fuck with this person? Why I was in this situation? Why do you be all, yeah, that's them smacking you upside your monkey ass spiritual head. You better believe it. They don't give a fuck about none of that motherfucking shit. You get your ass up on the road and go. On that Noah's Ark or however the fuck you want to motherfucking call it. Or bury your dick and pussy in the motherfucking desert dirt and fucking die. And better luck next flight time, motherfucker. Otherwise, you clinging on in this lifetime in any kind of way, in some weak ass way, you will experience that shit. And like I said, second house in this motherfucker, right? You feel more comfortable with expressing yourself. And I said second house, but the second strike, you feel more comfortable expressing yourself around this individual than other individuals. You see what I'm saying? Strike 3, to know that you're actually connected with a motherfucker, right? It's going to be both of y'all have similar goals and similar conclusions. So both of you guys got similar goals. Shout out to Tiana May and the Diamond Heights coat. Both of you guys got similar goals. Jareem and Star Walker and this motherfucker Kodak. Smith Spacer. Both Angelique. Both of you guys got similar goals and you got similar conclusions on how to get it done. So for the most part, you don't see that dream getting done with nobody else being a part of it but that other individual, because y'all are the most. You look at it like this individual or group of individuals has the most similar way. Anybody else, I got to go through grave lengths just to make them get on board, and then they probably fully still won't be on board. I got to do some demonic manipulating way to make them feel like this ain't really what I want to do, but if you support this, that, and the third, then behind closed doors, oh yeah, I'm going to do that, but I didn't want you to think that I really want to do that. I just wanted you to support in this way. Oh, that demonic ass manipulation, you can get nowhere. Get nowhere. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better do shit God way. Do shit Goddess way in this motherfucker. Regardless if it look like you got help in the third dimension or motherfucker not. You know what I'm saying? If you're refusing it in any kind of way or running away from any kind of help or circumstances or putting yourself into a situation, making it more harder than what it really is, you need to sit back, take several esoteric seats and sit back and reevaluate your spiritual path. Is this what you really want to do, or it ain't? This can't be something, oh yeah, I want to do it, but I want it this way. No, that don't work that way. Otherwise, motherfucker, the hell with spiritual videos, I'll be doing 10,000 songs. And say, the hell with this, I just want to fucking do music. It ain't work that way. You sit your ass down and reevaluate your spirit, what you need to do. Archangel Uriel did it. Yeah, I couldn't count on, I ain't had the equipment or none of that shit anyway. I had to count on my motherfucking mind and spirituality, and that led me to what the fuck I'm doing. Now, anything else, spirituality will promote that. But goddamn it, I'm on my motherfucking path. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You got to let some shit go. You can't be like, oh yeah, all I need is breast implants and ass shots, and I could be that for the rest of my life. No, you fucking up. You fucking up already. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. You can get breast implants or you can get some ass shots if you're a female, if you want, if you get in that position first. Don't think you have to get the breast implants and the ass shot first just to get in that position. Now you on some demon time. Now you're on demon time. It might not work. Now you all old, wrinkly, and raggy with some breast implants and some ass shots, and your dream never got manifested. Now you somewhere sitting back, oh, I did all this for no reason. I got this tattoo for no reason. It don't even look good. Me being 70 years old, oh, I'm a whole hag. Now you regretting them fucking shit. Where if your ass could have just gotten that position first, then you could nobody tell you shit once you got them fucking breast implants and them motherfucking ass shots. Could nobody tell you shit? Because you got to that position without it. You better believe it. So people understand you did that for self-gratification. You ain't did that for no validation from nobody. Because you didn't need it to get there. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Real shit in this motherfucker. But like I said, strike third in this motherfucker, right? Strike 3. Both of y'all have similar goals and similar conclusions. AKA, y'all got similar ways of going about what the fuck both of y'all want to do. If you're around an individual, you always got to recalculate them to be on your path or mission in some way, shape, or form. Y'all ain't motherfucking connected. That's one or the other forcing the situation. Stop forcing shit. Y'all ain't fucking connected. Either one person ain't connected with you or one person ain't connected on their true path. They're trying to do a path that's not them. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful around them people too. All my musicians out there, you turn into a rapper, you the savior of the hood, and then you think all your next door neighbors and best friends supposed to be rappers too. No, they ain't rap. Some of them motherfuckers is just there to shoot. Some of them motherfuckers is just there to hold your bag. If you got to everyday slightly argue with this motherfucker that, look, man, hold the bags. You ain't got to be in the studio all the time. You ain't got to have a verse all the time. You can hold the bags. You do that good. Boom, you get this check, and then that leads you. If you got to argue with this person every day to do that, look, you get the fuck away from that motherfucker before you get your ass killed. Get the fuck away from that motherfucker. Get your ass killed. Or have a motherfucker another story on the internet. Somebody tried to make their success story based upon yours. How you left them in the hood, or how you left them being the bad boy, how you left them being a hype girl, a hype man. Fuck that. See what I'm saying? Fuck that. That ain't your connection right there. That ain't your connection. If it ain't already understood, like, yeah, you the rapper, yeah, I'm good at packing the bags. Yeah, I'm good at cooking. Yeah, if it ain't already on that set path, circumstances, you around a whole bunch of motherfuckers. You better be on that first path of disconnecting with. Because if you keep trying to force connections with these motherfuckers, see how much hellistic trial and tribulation your monkey ass go through. See how much hellistic trial and tribulation and sitting back trying to understand why motherfuckers moving the way they move. And you ain't gonna understand shit until you see that internet social media pop up about how you did something wrong and why this motherfucker feel the necessary need to disassociate with your energy in some type of way. Get your weak ass motherfucking spirit out of here. You better motherfucker believe it. You better motherfucker believe this motherfucker world ain't shit. You better motherfucker. So if you gonna know you connected with some motherfucker body, understand that aspect first. Both of y'all have similar goals and similar considerations. And no questions asked. Y'all already on the road. You gotta ask this person, is you gonna carry the bags this week? You've been doing it the past couple weeks we've been on tour. You gotta ask them. Oh shit. Next tour stop, send these motherfuckers home. It don't feel a way about it. Don't feel a way about it. Had them wanting to go be a rapper with someone else and see, don't they have to be the bag boy and something else before they get in the studio? See how they don't make their situation even more worse. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit nowhere and be fucking guilty about that motherfucking shit. Let that shit go. Don't cry over no motherfucking spilled milk. Spilled milk gets spoiled real fast. Milk that ain't got no top on it, no container and shit like that gets spoiled real fast. It starts smelling sour. Yeah, don't cry over spilled milk. That shit gets sour as hell. Why you crying over something that's gonna get sour tomorrow? Sour, you gonna have to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Wash your rags after that and shit like that, and hopefully you don't spill no milk again. Why cry over all that? You don't want to do that, so why cry over something you ain't gonna want to do in the first place? You ain't gonna want to clean up some sour shit. You know what I'm saying? So why cry over that in the first place? Because it ain't sour yet, because you still experiencing the day that you just spilled it. But look, get your monkey ass, get your esoteric cleaning game up. Motherfucker, get these motherfuckers out your life. Also, strike 4 in this motherfucker, right? Both individuals can't stay apart from each other. So you're in a situation that both of y'all, and let me make a disclaimer. Not no La La Land lost shit. Y'all actually had to come together in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't never come together in no way, shape, or form or some shit like that, one or the other individual in motherfucking La La Land and just creating analogies and thought forms in their own head that really ain't real. Because what's real was real. What's in reality? You ain't touched this motherfucker physically. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hugged this motherfucker physically. You ain't been around this motherfucker in actuality to know how each individual actually are. Then motherfucker, you was never in no goddamn connection in the first place. You was in fucking La La Land. So peep game on that too. Because I know a lot of y'all be on social media, on these social sites, these dating sites, what they call these dating sites and shit like that, right? You ain't never hold fucking hands. Y'all ain't never been in the same, so whatever La La Land thoughts and feelings you motherfuckers is developing on these motherfucking each other already, if you ain't connect with someone and made plans, because if you connected with someone, pardon me, you gonna feel comfortable with a person. So you gonna want to be around that person. If it never came to a circumstance where you actually want to be around an individual and things of that nature, that you was not connected. That's either one or the other individuals forcing a circumstance, but it's not that way. So you need to keep that in mind too. So if you ain't never been around an individual or never made plans to be around an individual to make that come to be, and it never came to be, then that's not a form of connection anyway. Because motherfuckers then travel from country to country to connect with their true connections in this motherfucker. So ain't no motherfucking excuses if you connected with someone who live on the motherfucking next street, but your motherfucking ass ain't never touched them. Get the fuck out of here with that La La Land spiritual 2021 weak ass shit off the back. That's not real. Don't even dive into no thoughts and feelings about that. Other than that, getting into strike 4 in this motherfucker, right? Both individuals can't stay apart from each other. It don't matter what motherfucker family member, what friend try to take you away from this motherfucker or make you think differently about this motherfucker. They can't convince you otherwise. You gonna be around that motherfucker, or you gonna do something to be connected in some way, shape, or form, regardless of how many times you guys probably have cheated on each other or whatever. Once you spiritually connected with someone, it ain't nothing that neither one of you motherfuckers can do to each other that'll stop you motherfuckers from coming back in you monkey ass motherfuckers' faces. You better motherfucking believe that. Also, in this motherfucking shit, right? Strike 5. 5. No pun intended. No, five, PHI, no pun intended. No pun intended. All puns intended, for real. But like I said, right? 5, right? Both of y'all can speak for one another without the other one caring or without the other one getting mad. Think about how many people you around that'll make your ass shut the fuck up real quiet, real fast, the moment they realize you were speaking for them in a situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's like me, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want nobody speaking for me. How the fuck you gonna speak for me? You got to be somebody I really love and trust. So I already know whatever you said, it's something that I probably would have said. I know you're going to say it in your own similar way because you your own individual. So I got to give you that. And I got to give the understanding of the people who you was conveying that message to for them to have their own mind of how they conveyed it based upon yours, what you said it. AKA, they should be smart enough to know in their own head that they're not getting it from the direct person, but they're getting it from someone else who may have a slightly side view. But at the same time, it's almost correct. Okay, boom, we on one path. Now, pardon me, if you around a motherfucker that you connected with, right, y'all got energies like that. Shout out to Queen Empress of this motherfucker, real shit, so girl, you around a motherfucker like that in this motherfucker, okay, that's a motherfucker your monkey ass is connected with in some way, shape, or form, where you feel comfortable and you feel like you really don't gotta double check because you kind of could think about all the things that you would have to double check and know that it ain't that severe for you to actually have to physically, externally double check it. In actuality, when you got a person in that position around you, for the most part, boom, you connected with that person. You connected with that person. Now you around a monkey ass motherfucker right now that a person starts speaking for you like, oh no, I wonder what they made it seem like. Now you gotta go talk to the people they was talking to get a better understanding and shit like, oh yeah, misunderstanding. You wouldn't even be in that situation without it being a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's that? That's number 5. Both of y'all can speak for one another without the other getting mad in some way, shape, or form. And here's the thing. You wouldn't even put nobody in a position like that anyway if you ain't connected with them. A lot of us just make mistakes based upon us jumping into situations too fast. Actors, actresses, musicians, they jump into situations so fast, so they got this publicist, they got this manager, they got this, so they're forced to trust things ahead of time, and then for the most part, it put them into situations where, damn, now they have to go through experiences to learn that this is the person I want speaking for me, and this is the person I do want speaking for me. Now, strike 6 in this motherfucker, right? This is going to be both feel uncomfortable talking negatively about each other around others. So when you by yourself and you connected with someone, you're going to feel kind of uncomfortable talking negative about that individual. You might even got your own negative aspect about this person you connected with, but you're not going to allow someone else in another mind with, you know, that they don't even understand half of the shit you understand about this person you connected with. You're not about to allow them to be in the same frequency vibration that they could possibly be in, that you be in. You ain't even gonna allow that. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna be like, nah, I don't even feel comfortable talking down about. You might not express it, and some of us might be hard enough to express it, but we might sit back and just observe and be like, I'm not even about to add on to that. This person laughing and giggling about a person I'm truly connected with. I don't even really feel comfortable with that. And then based upon how weak of a spirit you is, right, where when you by yourself, you might really know that that's real what I just said. So you might just add on to it a little bit, like just to add on to the conversation. But deep down inside, you're supposed to know that I'm not going to add too much because I really don't feel like that by myself. I'm just adding on to the conversation to rock this sheep I'm with at the moment to sleep at the moment, because this is what's normal to do for forms of magic square, common form of magic square, gossip, form of magic square, entertaining a relationship, form of magic, you know, all that magic square shit. I ain't human. I don't really get down with that shit, but you know what I'm saying? I know how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? At least self-regard yourself. But if you ain't even in that aspect where you just all in, right? But when you by yourself in some way, shape, or form, right? You starting to feel motherfucking guilty and shit like that. You connected with someone that you just esoterically stabbing them in the motherfucking back. You ain't gonna get no good for that shit. You ain't gonna get no good for that shit, so you got to be real. If you ain't connected with a motherfucker and things of that nature, let that shit be understood in some way, shape, or form when it comes into this energy. Both motherfuckers, both feel uncomfortable talking negatively, and if you in a situation where you don't feel uncomfortable talking negatively about another motherfucker, then that ain't a motherfucker you connected with in some way, shape, or form. And if that motherfucker don't feel uncomfortable talking shit about you when they ain't around you, that ain't a motherfucker you really connected with. That's a forced situation because that's your neighbor. That's a forced situation because y'all had a few fights together and they helped you. That's a forced situation because of what this quote unquote friend term supposed to mean, but it don't really mean nothing but a person you grew up with shit that y'all did a whole bunch of dumb fake shit together. You know what I'm saying? So get that in check too. Also, strike 7 in this motherfucker shit, right? We got the Z upside down. Or we got a 1 with a latch on it with air added to it and things of that nature. So a 1 with air, a spirit, 0 coming out to 0 being the individual in the 7 aspect. So for the most part, that's like I don't want to get too far into that though. That created the concept of 0, 7, and 0. But that's another video. For the most part, like I said, 7 in this motherfucker, right? Both worry about one another, even when in distance. So even when one is at work, one ain't around the other individual. Shout out to Uriel, Rachel, when one ain't around the other individual and things of that nature, for the most part, both of each other worry about each other. And when the other one express the worry to the other one, and the other one feel like, hold on, this ain't even something you should even be worrying about. They still feel good about it. They feel good about being worried about. Because think about how many people in your life that got certain worries about you, and then when they express that to you, you be like, man, don't worry about that from me. I don't need you worrying about that from me and shit like that, right? These are people that you don't even want connected to you in that way. A lot of times it's be family, friends, and associates and shit like that. But it'll only be a handful of people, and sometimes only one, and sometimes none of us even get to experience this. A person that you want to worry about you. Even things that you don't want nobody else worrying about you about, because it ain't even nothing to worry about. And this person, when they even express just the worry energy itself towards you, you see what I'm saying? You be like, yeah, I like this in some way, shape, or form. You know, I like that. AKA, that's somebody you connected with. So if you ain't got somebody in your life like that at the moment, you ain't really got no true spiritual connections. You got people, you got forced scenarios. Keep that in mind. Forced scenarios. 8 in this motherfucker, right? Now, 8, there's going to be both of you guys have similar views and feelings towards other individuals. I don't give a fuck. When both of you guys come together, y'all more family than ever. It don't matter if both of y'all got your own family and friends and y'all them got certain packs with them and shit like that. When both of y'all together, everybody around y'all know y'all, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't give a fuck if, for an example, let's say, and I'm just making this an example right now, right? Let's say I'm with a soulmate or a twin flame right now, some shit like that, right? A spiritual connection right now, right? Now, let's say I got a best friend or a cousin that been around me my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So we always got certain things we done been through together and certain shit like that. But motherfucker, when this cutty or this motherfucker brother or sister, when my motherfucker partner around, this motherfucker know you ain't got nothing to do with this. So I'm saying, I don't care how long we came. I don't care. We came out of the same asshole. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You see what I'm saying? Like that's when you know you got a true connection. Also, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all bond goes beyond each party's family and friends and shit like that. You can have a best friend your whole life. When your partner who just came around 3 or 4 months ago or whatever like that, but y'all spiritually connected in some way, shape, or form, this monkey ass motherfucker you knew your whole motherfucking life better know what's going on when y'all together though. They shouldn't be having no thoughts or feelings on start developing shit like you spending more time with them and then jumping in your energy like, I need you to do this for a second. Oh, come here. I need to talk to you for a second, but by yourself. Or y'all know how we be having those friends and family that do that, right? And you know they really be doing that for no reason at all. They'll pull you to the corner and it'll be some shit that they could have told in front of this person. It just be really them trying to validate their closeness with you and shit like that. And then you gotta sit back and tell them like, oh, it ain't that deep. Look, I know I fucked with you my whole life. This is a person I'm with and intertwined with. It ain't that tight. You ain't gotta think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit get deep when we start to talk about people that's close to you, family and friends, and when you jump into a spiritual connection, oh yeah, the demon will work through them to come at you in all kind of ways. Break y'all relationship up in subtle ass ways to the point that your partner that you spiritually connected with is start feeling like they're detached because they can't be a part of something that you have already been a part of, aka you having demonic ass family members and friends trying to take your time away as a reassurance of their closeness with you, and it don't even be nothing real, and it just developing all kind of unnecessary animosities in the esoteric realm. This shit is deep. You better understand. Get your ass on some spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this third dimensional shit fuck your ass all up in this motherfucking shit. It's raining in this motherfucker. All this nice ass perfect time right here. Look at all this weather. Real shit, this motherfucker got that. You better believe it. All of our emotions raining down right now. You know what I'm saying? This emotional instability, we getting ready to go through it right now. But we got to lay all of our cards out on the table. Because energy. So it ain't about feelings and emotion. And if you got any feelings and emotions, bring that shit out and put it on the table so we can know it's real and we can know what we can stand on. You know what I'm saying? He shot the car Dorado. You bitch ass nigga say you gonna kill me, you better stand on it. Ah! Ah! Real shit though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever energy right now, you put that shit on the motherfucking table. Aries in this motherfucker. But, you know, anything you put on the motherfucking table, put that shit on the table right now. Put your feelings on the table. Put how you feel about shit on the table. How you gonna manifest anything that you want in your fucking life if motherfuckers don't know what the fuck is going on in some way, shape, or form for the universe and gods and goddesses to bring that shape or form in your life? That's how you psych the universe up. Your feelings and emotions, fire or water, shapeless and formless. Then you bring that shapeless and formless out externally of what shapeless and formless look like. Air and motherfucking earth. And then for the most part, earth can become very stable and very form. And then air could be very formless and very airheaded and go through everything in the external world. But this is how you do it. And you have to put the fire and water out for it to start to create a shape from being shapeless as air and create a condensed shape to be earth. But if you never bring it out, the universe don't know what the fuck you want. The universe is just going to keep giving you what you putting out. And whatever you putting out, oh, I need $20. It's going to keep putting you into that vibration. Not giving you $20, the vibration of needing $20. Sit back and think of all the virtues and principles you have to be in to feel like you need something like that, right? Right? So the universe is going to keep putting you in those kind of circumstances and situations. That's how it works. Now, last but not motherfucking least in this motherfucking shit, right? That's what you have to act out. You have to act out literally. You have to act out the energies you want. You have to act out the motherfucking energies you want in some way, shape, or form. You can't be in no circumstance or situation where you just want these energies to fall in your lap. You either have to be these energies, be that light that the energy look like, or motherfucker continue praying for that motherfucker, or continue wanting it, or continue having that motherfucker shit coming, waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be waiting till after you fucking die and manifest another situation, another life, another circumstance, another situation, another location that make that even more of the circumstance. You'll be waiting even longer. Be even more frustration waiting for that to come in some way. All the way till you go to an eon and go into a body to be like, man, the hell with all that shit. And now you're on a beginning path of lightening up again. But then it might take you an eon to get out of that motherfucking shit. A lot of us is in eons and hells right now. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. A lot of us is in eons and hells right now. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I'm Archangel Uriel. I'm here with y'all. I'm here with y'all. This ain't no motherfucking joke. Real shit. These demons out here want all the smoke. This ain't no motherfucking joke. These demons out here want all the motherfucking smoke. So you watch yourself out here in the spiritual realm. Watch yourself. Now, last but not motherfucking least out here, right? We got motherfucker Strike 9. And it's the best one of them all. Because if you can't see this, give up. Right? Both of y'all feel like you are one person when you are together. When y'all together, y'all one person. Y'all feel like one person. Let me repeat. You feel like one person. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all can have a group of friends that y'all together. You know what I'm saying? That y'all had to go in separate cars and shit like that, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? One individual is going to make sure that their partner that's in the other car or in the other building or in the other circumstance, they're going to make sure they ain't forget nothing. They're going to make sure like whatever they had is what I had. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, I got everything I got. Let me make sure my partner got everything they get. It's like y'all one person. You see what I'm saying? That's number 9, period. So we're going to run down all of them, all the way straight down so we can get a clear understanding of what the fuck shit hidden for, and without the elaborations. Strike 1 to know you really connected with someone. It's not hard for both of you guys to understand each other. Strike 2. You feel more comfortable expressing yourself around each other than you around anyone else, even family members, even your drunk ass auntie and grandma. Strike 3 to know that you really connected with somebody. right? Both of y'all have similar goals and similar conclusions to reach those goals. You see what I'm saying? Similar ways and outcomes of how you want things to be seen. Strike 3. Strike 4, right? Both individuals can't stay apart from each other. So both of y'all can't stay apart from each other. Even when y'all go through those snarky moments and things of that nature where you have to separate, you know what I'm saying? Due to the fact of just being together too much and sharing too many of each other's thoughts and feelings together and things of that nature. Okay, a break is always needed with all spirits. All spirits is individuality. Spirituality is individuality. You better believe you're going to run into a fucking moment that way. But goddamn it, it don't matter how many times y'all run into that moment, nothing keep y'all apart. That's motherfucking strike motherfucking 4 in this motherfucker. You better believe it. Strike 5 to know if you motherfucking connected with someone or not. Right? Both of y'all can speak for one another without the other one getting mad because they can have a sense of understanding in some way, shape, or form. Strike 6 in this motherfucker, right? Both feel uncomfortable talking negatively about the other one when they're not around each other in some way, shape, or form. And when you're around your family member or your friends and you truly connected with someone, you feel kind of guilty when your drunk ass auntie start to talk about child, that person you always with or something like that. They never could pull their pants up or they never, okay, yeah, that sound good or whatever like that. But you ain't about to elaborate like, yeah, I tell this person that all the time and shit like that. No, the fuck you don't. Don't run that motherfucking game and start playing that motherfucking shit like that. Otherwise, slowly but surely, y'all building shit in the air that's going to manifest into y'all not liking each other later on down the line. You better motherfucking believe it. Other than that, let's get it. 7 in this motherfucker, right? Both worry about one another when in a distance. So whether y'all around each other or not, y'all get this type of energy that y'all worry about each other in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's in a good state or whether it's in a toxic state. Motherfucker, you got somebody to care about you. Motherfucker, understand that. This world is a dog-eat-dog world. You can't come around motherfuckers who really care about you more than they goddamn self. Motherfucker, we got drunk-ass auntie, we got parents, we got grandparents, we got all kind of motherfucking shits you don't feel that love from. You see what I'm saying? So you come around some motherfucking shit like that, you cherish that. That's a person you connected with. That goes beyond blood, anything. You know what I'm saying? And the universe and gods and goddesses will make sure both of you guys or the group of you guys is in a space where y'all don't have to worry about whatever was y'all into that turmoil, feelings and emotions in the first place. And to make sure y'all all got what y'all need, got what you want, aka because it's going to look like what y'all deserve because you went through the spiritual path to put yourself in that position where you know you were spiritually deserving, regardless if the third dimension was giving you that aspect or not. You knew you was deserving, god damn it. I don't give a fuck who giving you what, this, that, and the third, and you can't look at it like it's this, that, and the third. You spiritually know you was deserving. Universe loves spirits like that. How you love that? How you love that? But 8. But yeah, 7. Both worry about one another, even when in distance. Motherfucker, that's 7. Now 8. Both of y'all have similar views and feelings towards other individuals. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody you be around when you ain't around your partner or a group of individuals that you resonate with spiritually. Can't no other monkey ass motherfucker you know be around you start to try to change your mind, you think or feel about the motherfucker you know you connected with. Can't nobody do that. If you allow motherfuckers to do that, we all have hard times because we all have people we close to that might be outside looking in when it comes to our spiritual path and our spiritual group. And we have to be spiritual wizards and witches to be powerful enough to know how to make that area comfortable. If we don't know how to do that, we start feeling like it's overwhelming and can't deal and all this motherfucker. That's the signs of being a weak ass fucking spirit and you ain't using your fucking power, because everything gonna be all right. That's the last time God talked to me. God told me, God and goddesses told me everything gonna be the fuck all right. So I don't know about no other fucking energy. I don't even want to think about no other fucking energy. But other than that, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be all right when you just go for it. Go for it. It's going to be all right. The fuck? And like I said, 8. 8 in this motherfucker. I mean 9. That was 8. And then 9 in this motherfucker. Both of y'all feel like you are one motherfucking person when you together. So when y'all are separate, y'all feel separate. You feel unbalanced. You're like, damn, my person ain't with me to see certain things that I can't see at certain times. Or damn, my person ain't, you know what I'm saying? You start to feel like that and shit like that, to the point that when y'all together, y'all feel complete. Y'all feel like, damn, we can get around all of our friends now because me and you ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you really connected with them. But try to listen, dark out. Let's dark out. That's when you know you connected with somebody. And it takes two or more. Always remember that. If you feel like you in something by yourself, I mean, you just feel like you connecting and you ain't connecting with nothing else but yourself. If you feel like you just expressing your feelings, but your feelings ain't landing nowhere but on your own lap and dick and pussy in the dirt somewhere because you dehydrated being thirsty. If you feel like you in a situation where you the only one trying to make something work and create balance, you the only one making plans, you the only one creating the circumstance, you in a relationship by your goddamn self and you ain't connected with shit but something you trying to force. Like I said, it takes two. If you ain't even got a participant in these 1 through 9 motherfucking energies, you ain't connected with someone. That's someone you trying to force it and get on the internet and look at spiritual videos to try to make that whatever you're trying to force work. Stop trying to make that shit work and don't use those spiritual videos to try to make that work. That's some shit to put your ass in La La Land. You better motherfucking believe it. And that's the end of this live stream because we're going to go deep tonight. We're going to break down a little bit of astrology tonight. And we're going to break down, motherfucker, the watchtower and the watchers. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear it the real way from the horse's mouth. Not no weak-ass motherfucking shit on the goddamn internet. These motherfuckers talking about some dumb-ass motherfucking shit, some la-la land shit, that some Jewish mysticism, 3,000-year-old arguments. Ain't got shit to do with none of that shit. You see this fucking shirt right here? This all the motherfucking watchtower you need to fucking know. You see the 4 horsemen right here? This the only fucking watchtower you need to fucking. We're gonna break it all down, shit like that. You gonna break. If you know anything about astrology, you already created a little watchtower. I don't want to break down too much right now in this video right here, but you already created a little tower that you can see things from your spirit in. You know, all these things are areas in your body, and you develop certain virtues and principles that can lead into certain organs or body malfunctions. But if you keep them in a godly space, it can actually be a form of you can use that body or that organ to manifest and will things into your existence. This is all how you want to do it as a spirit. It's how you want to do it, how you want to play. It's all how you want to play as a fucking spirit. That's how that shit work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to break all that shit down tonight. And we're going to break down the demonology and the angelology and shit like that. So you can know each angel, each demon. So you can know what they, I got a few more natal readings and shit like that. People, so I'm going to get back to y'all on this motherfucker. But so you can know each space, each location that your spirit could go in. And so you can know you either following a demon or following an angel. Or sometimes you might need to follow a demon. Or sometimes you might need to follow an angel, aka following a demon. Sometimes you need to fight fire with fire, aka following an angel. Sometimes you need to separate and detach from a circumstance or situation. That's the root cause of the virtue and principle. Before you get lost into any fucking religious aspect and be like, oh, he said following a demon, that mean I gotta go to hell or something. Or he said following an angel, but angels corrupted man and shit. Like, man, don't get all lost in Jewish mysticism on me. They summoned me to know this shit, all right? So we gonna know what the fuck this shit is hidden for, how to use this shit for yourself, how it's correlated with astrology, what kind of motherfucker spirit gods, aka angel gods you have, or what kind of demon gods you have. Because a lot of us got demon gods, and they don't do nothing but lead you to try to gain some type of material in a demonic way based upon making other people react and respond to your formulation of what you just kicked out of your water and fire and try to create a shape and form or image you behind. Aka use your mind to make a shape and form about some bullshit only in your La La Land world. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. This world ain't shit for real when you really look at it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to change all that motherfucking shit. So, yeah, I'm going to chop it up with y'all for like 3 more minutes. We're going to let this go for an hour and 20 minutes because that's 3. That's 3. So, you know what I'm saying? That's that completion energy and shit like that. And things of that nature. I think we went live at 3 o'clock or 3:30. That's still in the 3 energy. Today is the motherfucking, what's today? The motherfucking 18th. And this motherfucker, that's 9. And this motherfucker shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's already synchronicities to this motherfucker. You said it's the wild, wild. It was a wild, wild west. Shout out to Lost Ass Will Smith. Real shit, goddammit. Our stars rising from the west, though. You know what I'm saying? And Terry's and all that motherfucking shit. You better believe it. Shout out to Metro the Wizard and this motherfucker. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Said Sunday 369. Yeah, that's that energy. We going that whole 360 right now, adding wisdom and knowledge to it, adding another 30 degrees. We all make our own 30 degrees. So we make that 369 energy in some way, shape, or form. You better motherfucker believe it. You know, it's that 360 degrees. Well, when we get the that we make our own 30-degree spectrum in this motherfucker, right? And then we add 9 as a perspective. So we got 9 houses to everything in this motherfucker. Houston in this motherfucker. As soon as my page opened up, we down there in this motherfucker. You better believe it. Shout out to Rachel. You said can't esoterically represent you if you ain't. Oh, okay. Okay. It disappeared. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a good question, though. You said, bruh, I don't say the things I say, walk outside and they laugh at me and don't stop chirping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Giovanni. Right. You know what I'm saying? People think we weird and shit like that because the shit we do, not knowing that they on the wrong side of energy in this motherfucker. And they're the ones that's just going to lose in the end. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose in the end. You better believe it. They're going to lose in the end. In this motherfucker. Shout out to Polaris Moon in this motherfucker. You better believe you better believe it. Ain't nobody gonna get away with shit if they ain't doing it God's way. They ain't doing it God's and Goddess way. They ain't getting away with shit. You better motherfucker believe it. Motherfuckers be lost into the demon world now. Don't even think they be lost in the demon world. Because a lot of their demons, they call it God. Real shit. People be lost into the mind all day. All day. Who the fuck you be talking to in your mind all day? You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? People got all kind of names for these things. That's the devil. Sometimes you got to go through something with just your fucking experience without no fucking thought. Stop bringing these mans with you. Stop bringing these women's with you. They don't do nothing but fuck up the ride. Fuck up the roller coaster. You going in all these experiences with these thoughts, these atoms, these mans and these womens, these Eves, all these thoughts and feelings and shit, bringing these people with you in these circumstances. Fucking up the experience. Motherfucker. Leave some of these motherfuckers at home, man. Some of these motherfuckers got to stay at the crib. Don't be bringing all these motherfuckers with you. Some of these motherfuckers need to be bounded down in the abyss for 1,000 years. Leave them motherfuckers there so you can go enjoy yourself. Then come back with some new thoughts and feelings, aka some new gifts, some new people. Introduce some people to these old people so you could go into a new spectrum in your life and have new awarenesses. Otherwise, you keep dealing with the same fucking people. You ain't gonna get nowhere in your life. You keep surrounding yourself with the same people, same thoughts and feelings, same niggas and bitches. Get the fuck away from these niggas and bitches. They don't do nothing but hold your ass back. These weak ass thoughts and feelings. You better believe it. You go into a situation, miss all kind of opportunities, now you somewhere talking to them like, oh man, I fucked up. I just that you said but that's really you as a spirit talking all these people that you brought with you and shit. Inside of you brought all these motherfucking demons with you and shit like that and don't know what to do with them because all of them couldn't come. All of them can't go with your success. All of them can't go with you. All of them can't go where the fuck you going. Understand that. Some of y'all fucking weak ass thoughts and feelings and shit like that, y'all think y'all can bring these things along. AKA certain insecurities you came with based upon your upbringing. Certain friends who hurt your feelings in your life and shit. A lot of y'all think y'all can bring these thoughts and feelings with y'all in your new life. Wrong. You bring these people with you. Now you can't even experience a new job. You can't even experience a new relationship. You got all these fucked up ass people with you inside. No one else can see but you. These your peoples you brought with you. Your weak ass thoughts and feelings you brought with you. But the moment you start talking to them more than what you supposed to be experiencing, you make people run from your ass. Shit. Your ass can have your future co-worker, your future partner in business, your future marriage, your future relationship. They all fucking ran because of the people you brought with you. And these people ain't even supposed to be with you in that new situation. You can't bring them motherfuckers. You can't keep bringing all these motherfuckers, and now you can't experience no new situation because of all these flunked out ass motherfuckers you got with you that you talk to yourself with. No one else can see but you though. Now you got to bury your dick and pussy in the dirt and die by yourself how everybody else look at it. But to you got all these other motherfuckers you about to die with you and shit. Like all the motherfuckers who drove you to your grave. Those weak ass thoughts and feelings. You better believe it. You better believe it in this motherfucking spirit realm. No motherfucking play. Stop taking this motherfucking shit lightly. This shit is for real. You take this shit serious. You take your fucking connections serious. You take your fucking life serious. You take your fucking spirituality serious. I don't give a fuck what look like in the third dimensional world that look physical and you look like you got to throw that on the back burner for a second because you might not be seen right, or you got to do this first, or you got to get this money first, or you get your weak ass spirit somewhere. See how long don't you be doing that? We ain't got time to be taking no more time doing that. You jump into the spirituality or get your fucking weak ass spiritual ass lost somewhere. Go kick a few spiritual rocks. You know what I'm saying? Go run your head into a spiritual pole somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Go headbutt a spiritual street pole. Motherfucker. Go nosedive in these esoteric streets. No water there, motherfucker. Go nosedive into something that you think makes sense. It ain't doing nothing but making your life hard. Go nosedive in the esoteric streets, bitch. You better believe it. This motherfucker ain't no motherfucking joke. Real shit. So that's how the fuck you know you connected with somebody or not. And motherfuckers around you ain't connected with, let them motherfuckers kick some spiritual rocks away from you. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, your spirituality will stay secluded and you will continue to manifest the way you're manifesting. Without that shit slowing up every time you attach yourself to forced connections. You know what I'm saying? And I love y'all from the motherfucking bottom of my heart. You better believe it. Let me go ahead and shut my ass up so I can get ready to do a few of these motherfucker other readings in this motherfucker. And we're going to go live tonight. Talk about some angelology, demonology, watchtower, watcher shit, and how you can know what kind of angel you is, or if you follow on the right spiritual ancestors or not, and how we can manifest this down here, and how it fuck with your motherfucking natal alignment that you got down here as far as your natal chart, because each constellation is in a space that these demons, aka, or these angels, or these fallen spirits was at first. And if motherfucker, you can find where you laid your footprints in the sand first, you might just find where you fell at. You see what I'm saying? And you can pick yourself back up. To know where you're going, have to know where you come from. So if you know where you fail, you know how to pick yourself back up. And I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and that's what we on this motherfucker. You better believe it.